Welcome back, history enthusiasts. Today, we embark on an extraordinary journey to unravel the mysteries surrounding one of ancient Egypt's most fascinating figures. In this episode, we delve into the life, death, and treasures of the legendary King Tutankhamun. You're watching Mysteries of Egypt YouTube channel. Let's get started. Who was King Tut? King Tutankhamun, also known as King Tut, was a pharaoh who ruled Egypt from 1332 to 1323 BC. He ascended to the throne of Egypt as a child, when he was 8 or 9 years old, and was guided by several key figures including I, the Grand Vizier and potentially Tut's maternal grandfather, and Horemheb, the commander-in-chief of the military. Despite the boy king's importance in our history today, his reign was short and relatively unimportant in the history of ancient Egypt. He became an important figure only in death with the discovery of his tomb and mummy in 1922, both of which were incredibly preserved, and provided valuable insights into the history of ancient Egypt. Tut's most important achievement in life was restoring the cult of Amun-Ra and returning Egypt to polytheism, which overturned the religious reforms of his father, Akhenaten. King Tut's family. Pharaoh Akhenaten, King Tut's father. Akhenaten reigned during the 18th dynasty of ancient Egypt, approximately from 1353 to 1336 BCE. He initially ascended the throne as Amenhotep IV, but later adopted the name Akhenaten, which means, effective for the Aten. This name change foreshadows the significant religious reforms he would undertake. Akhenaten is primarily renowned for his religious revolution. He introduced a radical departure from the traditional polytheistic worship of multiple gods and established a monotheistic belief centered around the worship of the sun disk, Aten. Akhenaten declared Aten as the supreme deity, encouraging a more personal and direct relationship with this singular god. Akhenaten's religious reforms also influenced his choice of capital city. He founded a new city called Akhetaten, known today as Amarna. It was a departure from the traditional capital of Thebes, and its architecture and art reflected the new monotheistic beliefs. The city became a center for worship and artistic expression, showcasing the grandeur and uniqueness of Akhenaten's reign. The decision to change the state religion was extremely controversial and not well received by the public, and was quickly reversed after King Tut ascended to the throne. King Tut's mother. The identity of King Tut's mother is still up for debate, but there are three primary suspects: Kia, Queen Nefertiti, and a figure known as the Younger Lady. Kia and Nefertiti were both known wives of Akhenaten during his lifetime, so it is plausible that either of them could have been King Tut's mother. Additionally, an unidentified mummy of a woman was discovered inside tomb KV35 alongside the mummy of Queen Tia, King Tut's grandmother. DNA evidence suggests that this unidentified mummy may have been the mother of King Tut, although this topic is still hotly debated amongst Egyptologists. King Tut's grandparents. King Tut's paternal grandparents were King Amenhotep III and Queen Tia. Amenhotep III reigned during the first half of the 14th century, and he may have been one of the most successful pharaohs in ancient Egyptian history, reigning during a period of peace and prosperity at the height of Egyptian civilization. How did King Tut die? Theories of accidental death. One theory suggests that King Tutankhamun's death was accidental. Due to the presence of a fractured skull in his remains, some speculate that he might have suffered a fatal injury, possibly from a fall or a chariot accident. However, this theory lacks concrete evidence, and further examination of the remains revealed more intriguing possibilities. Genetic disorders. Another hypothesis revolves around genetic disorders that plagued the royal family. Studies conducted on King Tut's mummified remains revealed evidence of several health issues, including a cleft palate and a foot deformity. Some researchers believe that a combination of genetic disorders, possibly exacerbated by inbreeding, could have weakened Tutankhamun's immune system and made him susceptible to infection. Infections and disease. Infectious diseases may have played a significant role in King Tut's demise. Recent examinations of his remains indicated the presence of multiple infections, including malaria. It is believed that these infections, coupled with the compromised immune system resulting from genetic disorders, might have contributed to his early death. Theories of murder. The possibility of foul play also looms over the mystery of King Tutankhamun's death. Some experts argue that he might have been murdered, pointing to the discovery of a hole in his skull. They speculate that he could have been struck with a blunt object, leading to a fatal injury. However, the evidence supporting this theory remains inconclusive, and further investigation is needed. Fracture at his kneecap. One of the most compelling points of evidence surrounding King Tut's death is the presence of a fracture at his kneecap, which doesn't have any signs of healing, indicating it happened shortly before his death. Chariots were discovered in King Tut's tomb, and this type of injury could have been sustained from a high-velocity fall from a chariot, although this theory has not been confirmed. The death of King Tutankhamun continues to captivate our imaginations, leaving us with more questions than answers. The mystery surrounding his untimely demise adds to the allure of ancient Egypt. Who succeeded King Tut? We know of two key figures that advised King Tut during his lifetime: the Grand Vizier and likely the father of Queen Nefertiti, and Horemheb, the commander-in-chief of the Egyptian army. After King Tut's death, Horemheb was away waging war against the Hittites, so ascended to the throne. Ruled as pharaoh for 3 years until his death, and upon his death, Horemheb became pharaoh and would rule for nearly 30 years. Who discovered King Tut's tomb? The quest to unearth the tombs of ancient pharaohs began as early as the 18th century. For decades, archaeologists scoured the Valley of the Kings in search of new discoveries and hidden tombs. Howard Carter, a British archaeologist, devoted his entire career to finding the tomb of King Tutankhamun. Despite years of fruitless searches and disappointments, he remained determined to uncover the final resting place of the young pharaoh. On November 4, 1922, Howard Carter and his team stumbled upon a flight of steps leading to a sealed doorway. It was the moment they had been waiting for, the discovery of King Tutankhamun's tomb. What Carter and his team found inside the tomb was nothing short of extraordinary. The tomb was filled with an array of treasures, including the iconic gold death mask that would become synonymous with King Tutankhamun's legacy. The discovery of King Tutankhamun's tomb had a profound impact on the field of archaeology. It not only provided valuable insight into the lives of ancient Egyptians but also inspired a new generation of archaeologists and explorers. Today, nearly a century after the discovery of his tomb, King Tutankhamun's legacy endures. The treasures and artifacts found inside the tomb continue to captivate people from around the world, and his name remains synonymous with ancient Egypt. What was found inside King Tut's tomb? Inside King Tutankhamun's tomb, an astonishing array of treasures and artifacts were discovered, shedding light on the opulence and grandeur of ancient Egyptian royalty. Some of the most notable findings include: golden funerary mask. The iconic gold funerary mask, weighing around 24 pounds, 11 kilograms, covered King Tutankhamun's mummy. This mask is one of the most recognizable symbols of ancient Egypt. Coffins and sarcophagi. Several coffins were nested within each other, with the innermost one made of solid gold. The outer coffins were intricately decorated with detailed images and hieroglyphics. Canopic shrine and jars. 4 canopic jars were found, each containing the preserved organs of the king. These jars were housed within a magnificent canopic shrine adorned with elaborate designs. Furniture and decorative items. The tomb contained a variety of furniture pieces, including thrones, chairs, and beds, adorned with precious materials such as gold and precious stones. Intricately carved statues, exquisite jewelry, and amulets were also discovered. Food and wine. Buried alongside the pharaoh were provisions for the afterlife. Jars containing food, fruits, grains, and even wine were found, meant to sustain Tutankhamun in the afterlife. Funerary equipment. The tomb contained an extensive collection of items necessary for the pharaoh's journey to the afterlife. These included chariots, weapons, game boards, and a vast array of other objects that were believed to be essential in the afterworld. Texts and papyri. Numerous scrolls and papyri were discovered, including the Book of the Dead, providing insights into ancient Egyptian religious beliefs and rituals associated with the afterlife. Clothing and jewelry. The tomb held an assortment of finely crafted garments, robes, and headdresses, along with an abundance of jewelry, including necklaces, bracelets, rings, and amulets, all made from precious materials and gemstones. These remarkable findings not only provided a wealth of knowledge about King Tutankhamun's life and the opulent lifestyle of ancient Egyptian royalty, but also offered valuable insights into the culture, religion, and craftsmanship of the time. The discovery of Tutankhamun's tomb remains one of the most significant archaeological achievements of the 20th century. As we come to the end of our journey through the captivating story of King Tutankhamun, we are left in awe of the remarkable legacy he left behind. From the grandeur of his tomb to the intricate treasures and artifacts discovered within, King Tutankhamun's reign continues to fascinate and inspire people around the world. His reign may have been brief, but the impact of King Tutankhamun on ancient Egyptian history cannot be overstated. Through the discovery of his tomb by Howard Carter, we have gained invaluable insights into the art, culture, and religious beliefs of one of the world's greatest civilizations. Moreover, King Tutankhamun serves as a powerful reminder that history has countless tales waiting to be unearthed. It is through the dedicated work of archaeologists, historians, and researchers that we are able to piece together the fragments of our past, gaining a deeper understanding of our shared human heritage. So, let us continue to marvel at the mysteries of ancient Egypt, the enchanting stories of pharaohs, and the enduring legacy of King Tutankhamun. May his story inspire us to seek knowledge, preserve our cultural heritage, and appreciate the wonders of the ancient world. Thank you for joining us on this incredible journey through the life and legacy of King Tutankhamun. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel for more exciting adventures into history. Until next time, keep exploring the wonders of the past and embracing the beauty of our diverse world.